Hello. I don't think anybody's here yet, but we're gonna start yoga in 1 minute. Hello. We'll start yoga soon. If you're doing yoga, we'll start in 2 minutes. And hopefully I can get through the whole thing without Instagram turning me off. So I hope you're ready. Hi. Good morning. Starting in a couple minutes. We'll start in 1 more minute. We'll start at 10:01. And we're working on lower body today. Lower body today. Make sure you have some water. Okay. Starting soon. Hi, Marty. Okay, let's get started. So to begin, let's take our hands, place them at heart center. And I want you to swivel your palms until your right palm faces your body. And then slide your hands until your fingers interlock. And this is called the Ganesha Mudra. And take a deep inhale. Close your eyes down. Exhale. Another deep inhale. Close your eyes down. Exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale. And then come back to your natural breath again. Visualizing a successful practice today. Breathing in that positivity and optimism as you inhale. Breathing out the negativity and the pessimism and worry and doubt as you exhale. Let's switch the orientation of our hands just to even the hand mudra out, bringing those hands back to heart center And then swiveling your palms this time until your left palm faces your heart, interlocking those fingers together. And feel free to set an affirmation or an intention for your practice or your day at this time. Affirmations start with I am, I will, or I choose. Breathe in that affirmation. Breathe out the negativity. And you can release those hands and rest them on your legs. You may keep the eyes closed if you like as we start rotating our head to the right side. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Good morning, everybody that just joined us. And moving your head around, inhale back, exhale forward. Try to relax those shoulders. And the same thing, move your head to the left. Moving with our breath. A couple more times to the left. Bring your head back to center. Take your hands, place them on your shoulders. Let's move our elbows in a circle backward. Inhale up, exhale back and down. And if you ever want to do this warm up at home, I have this warm up on YouTube. And you could find my YouTube channel in the link of my Instagram bio, or I'll make sure I post it on Instagram and post it in Facebook. And I think it's just titled 10-minute yoga warm up. So if you ever want to do this yoga warm up on your own, it'll be there for you. Do the same thing, roll those elbows forward. Release those shoulders. Inhale those arms up. Interlace the fingers, push the palms away. Exhale, release the hands, twist to your right side. Left hand on outside of right knee. Right fingertips face the back wall, and then we'll bring our gaze over the back shoulder. Take an inhale, come back up to center, interlace the fingers, push the palms away again. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand on the outside of left knee. Left fingertips face the back wall, gaze over your left shoulder. Take an inhale as you come back up to center, interlace the fingers, push the palms away again. Exhale, release the right hand down to the ground. Let's bring the left arm up and over. You can let that right forearm come down to the ground if you like. Reaching all the way through the fingertips. Inhale through the center. Exhale, lower the left hand down, right arm up and over. Feel free to drop that left forearm down, reaching all the way through the fingertips on the right side. Take an inhale, come back to center. Interlace the fingers, push the palms away again. Exhale, release the hands behind you as you interlace the fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chin up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release those hands. Let's take first finger and thumb and bring them together. Just glue them back here on my mat. Stick those fingers together and let the hands roll off of each other as they roll towards your body. Do the same thing, roll them away from your body. Take the hands, bring the heart center with an inhale. Exhale, let the hands press into each other as they lower down towards the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, let's release those hands. We'll come up on hands and knees and we'll work into a little bit of cat-cow. Just to warm up our spine. Knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. Palms are nice and firmly planted into your mat, kind of pushing into those palms. And if you can, rotate the eyes of the elbows forward. And then we'll tuck the tailbone under, chin tucks down to our chest. Inhale up, tailbone flips upward. We take an inhale here when the chest is open and we exhale when we close the chest. So we're moving in and out of those two positions. Inhale, open chest. And as you come up with your inhale, try to let your shoulder blades meet each other. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tailbone under. And our belly warm too. Just a couple more times. Bring the spine back to neutral. Let's roll the head and hips to the right. Same thing, other side. Bring your spine back to neutral. Bring those big toes together. Let's sit back on those heels. Extend those arms out, coming to child's pose. Feel free to bring those palms together. Lift them up, bring them behind your back. Hands come back down towards our mat. We'll float our body forward. Coming down to our belly. Hands will come underneath the shoulders. Let's press into those hands, coming to an up dog. Straightening those elbows out. Roll those shoulders down and back. If it's a little too much for you, feel free to keep those elbows bent and just come to cobra. And let's stretch our belly out by inhaling up to up dog. Exhaling back down to our belly. Doing that a couple more times. And feel free to move the hips from one side to the other to get a better stretch in your belly. And we'll shift our weight back to child's pose again. I'm counteracting that back bend. Float your body back up to table. We'll make our way up to down dog. If you're not ready for down dog, stay down on the knees. Extend the arms out for puppy pose instead. If you're ready for down dog, go ahead and tuck those toes under, lift the hips up and back. Let the head and neck relax down, melting the chest towards the thighs. Let's pedal the feet out here. Bending each knee one at a time. And you kind of shift your weight from one foot to the other. And begin to stretch up the back of the leg. inhale. Exhale, drop back down to those knees, coming back to table position. And we're going to start with a couple of leg lifts, just to warm up those hips, warm up those glutes. We're back in table. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Nice strong base here. And we'll take this right leg, bring it up. So a 90-degree angle here. Kind of squeezing at the top if you can. And then coming back down. Good, 5 times each side. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring that right knee down, starting on the left side. Inhaling up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Coming back down. This time we're going to lift our leg out to the side. Knee is still be bent. Nice strong table position. Right knee comes out to the side. 1, 2. Tiny pause at the top. 3, 4, 5. One more time on the left side this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Shift your weight back as you bring those big toes together. Resting down in child's pose for a second. Let's shift our weight back forward. Tucking those toes under. Lifting those hips up and back as you come to down dog. Remember, you have an option for puppy pose here. Let's take those toes, walk them up one step at a time behind the wrists and come down to a forward fold. With like a deep bend in your knees here. Kind of letting that chest rest on the thighs. Releasing that back to start. And then I want you to straighten your legs a little bit. Bringing your focus into stretching the back of the legs now. Feel free to rock side to side here as well. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Roll up, bring those arms with you. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Let's go to mountain pose. Letting those feet be underneath the hips. Palms are facing outward. Just want to rock back and forth from the balls of the feet to the heels. Just massaging those pressure points in the bottom of the feet. Take an inhale, bring those arms back up. Exhale, swan dive back down, planting those hands down from the feet. From here, I'd like you to bend your knees as you bring your thighs parallel to the ground. Sweep those arms up. Come into chair pose. Shifting the weight into the heels, pulling the belly button back towards the spine. Take an inhale in your chair pose. Exhale, bring those hands back down to the mat. Step back with your left foot. I'm going to kind of bring our right foot in between our hands. Take this left hand, plant it down, and extend the right arm up towards the sky. Feel free to drop this back knee down for a little more support. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop this right hand down. We're gonna walk our hands towards the center. I'm gonna face this way so you can see what I'm doing. Walk our hands towards the center. Hands are in the middle of us. We'll take an inhale with a flat back. Exhale, lower down to a wide leg forward bend. Feel free to have a bend in your knees if you need it. Take the hands, bring them to the waistband. Deep bend in the knees as we come up to a standing position. And walk those heels in a little bit. Let those toes face outward and those heels face inward. Sweep those arms up with an inhale. Exhale, we're going to sit down into our God's pose. Bringing those hips straight down. Bring those hands down to heart center. Inhale, straighten those legs, lift those arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back down to heart center as we come back down to Goddess pose. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale up. Feel free to squeeze at the top. Exhale back down. Couple more times. Go ahead and pause at the top. Let's let those right toes face the front of our mat. Bring those hands down on either side of the foot as you come to a lunge position. Take that left foot, step it up to meet the right, come to your forward fold again. Roll up, bring those arms with you, inhale. Exhale, hands come back to heart center. And from here, we'll move into warrior three. I'm gonna come back to my original position just because I feel comfortable here. Sorry for all the moving around. Hands come back to heart center. And again, we'll move into warrior three. Let's get nice and rooted on our right foot. Hands at heart center as we lower down. Now, if you can try to bring that body parallel to the ground. Or if you prefer to be a little more upright, just so you have some stability on this back foot to help you balance, feel free to do that as well. Take an inhale. Exhale, go ahead and lower that back toe down. Bring a hand on either side of the foot, come into a lunge position. Now from here, you can move straight back to your down dog, or you can move through your vinyasa. If you'd like to take a vinyasa, you'll step your right foot back, come into plank. You'll lower down for chaturanga. Inhale up for cobra or up dog. And make your way back to puppy pose or down dog. Take some breaths here. Feel free to move side to side again. I like to shift my weight from one foot to the other. Gives me a good glute and hamstring stretch. Bring your gaze in between your hands. Let's walk those feet up again. Go ahead and bend those knees, bring those thighs parallel to the ground. Sweep those arms up for chair pose. Inhale in your chair pose. Exhale, lower those hands down. This time, step back with the right foot. Letting that left foot be up in between the hands. Come down to the back knee if you need to. Plant this right hand down on the inside of the left foot. Extend the left arm up towards the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower that left hand down. Start to walk your hands towards the center of the mat. Inhale up for a half lift. Exhale, lower down your wide leg forward bend. Deep bend in the knees as you bring the hands to the waistband, coming up to a standing position. Straighten those legs out. Go ahead and inhale those arms up. Walk those heels in, let those toes face outward. Exhale, hands come down to heart center as you squat down to your Goddess pose. Inhale back up, squeeze those glutes at the top. Exhale back down to Goddess pose. You can do it a couple more times at your own pace. And wherever you are, go ahead and end at the top. Let those left toes face the front of your mat. Come into a lunge position. Step that right foot up to meet the left. Come to forward fold again. Let's roll up to a standing position. Arms come with you. Inhale. Exhale the hands to heart center. Let's move into warrior 3 on the left foot. Nice and rooted on the left foot. And then we'll start to bring our body down. Again, you can stop here, or you can move more parallel to the ground. Might have to have a bend in that front knee just to help you balance. But feel that core working here. Feel that left leg working, feel that left hip working. Take an inhale. Exhale, step that right foot back, come to a lunge position. Feel free to skip this part and take a break if you need it, or you can step this left foot back and move through your vinyasa if you want to. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog, puppy or down dog. Take a couple breaths. If you need a break, go ahead and drop down to your child's pose. Take 2 more breaths here. Let's take those feet, walk them up behind those hands again. Go ahead and bend into those knees. We'll make our way back to chair pose again, shifting our way into our heels, thighs parallel to the ground. Sweep those arms up. Now, if you want to add a little more, feel free to pulse here. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down. Step back with the left foot. And if you can, I would like you to try to stay up on that back toe and we'll sweep the arms up for high lunge. If you know you're not quite ready for that, go ahead and rotate that back heel down and come to warrior 1 instead. Really feel that front leg working. Go ahead and straighten that front leg, rotate that back heel down if it's not flat already. Make a nice line from that front heel to the inside arch of the back foot. We'll take the arms, grabbing either elbow behind us, and start to lower our chest down towards the extended leg. Feel free to bend this front knee if you're not quite ready to keep it all the way straight. That's totally fine. And feel free to bring those hands down too if you need some support. Take an inhale. Exhale, go ahead and bring those hands down if you haven't already. And we're going to bend into this front knee, coming up on the back toe. And then we'll move back into that original position again. Straighten the front leg, bring the back heel down. Just pulsing here from a lunge to our pyramid pose. Moving at your own pace. Should feel some good leg work on this right side. And go ahead and end in a lunge position. Feel free to skip your vinyasa and take a break or move to your puppy pose or down dog, or you can move through your vinyasa. Stepping that right foot back, chaturanga, cobra up dog, puppy pose or down dog. Take a couple breaths. Remember, if you need a rest, go ahead and have one. Nothing wrong with taking a break. And if you're ready, start to walk those toes back up behind the hands again. Come in a forward fold. And we'll make our way into chair pose on this side. Bending those knees. Shifting the weight into the heels. Sweep those arms up for chair pose. Feel free to pulse here. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down. This time, step back with the right foot. Come into a lunge position. You can sweep up to your high lunge, stand up on that back toe, or you can rotate the back heel down flat. Come into warrior 1 instead. Go ahead and take an inhale, straighten that front knee. Rotate that back heel down if it's not already there. Grab either elbow behind you. Bring that chest square up that front leg. Lower your chest down. If you need more support, bring your hands down. If you need less pressure on this leg, bend the knee. Just listen to your body. Modify to what your body needs. You'll bring those hands down if they're not already there. And we'll bend it to that front knee, come into a lunge position. Heel comes off the ground. Back heel comes off the ground around the toe. And we'll move back to pyramid pose again. Rotating that back heel down, straighten that front leg as much as you can. Move it in and out of those two positions at your own pace. Trying to inhale here as you come to lunge with the open chest. Exhale as you close. And when you're ready, go ahead and end in a lunge position. Let's step that left foot back, come into plank, taking a rest if you need to, or move it through your vinyasa if you like. Take some breaths in your puppy pose or your down dog. And take an inhale. Exhale, drop down to those knees. Bring those big toes together, shift back to child's pose, just for a little break here. Take a couple more breaths. And let's shift our weight back forward, coming back to table position. Now you can do this next move from the knees, or you can do it up and down dog. If you're doing it from the knees, all I want you to do is extend that right leg back. If you're doing it from down dog, go ahead, come up to your down dog, extend that right leg back, and you can, if you want a little more, you can bend at the knee, looking up under that right armpit, come to three-leg dog. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring that knee into the chest. And we're going to step our right foot up in between our hands. If you need to come down to the knees first to do that, that's perfectly fine. Back heel rotates down, making that line from the front heel to the inside arch of the back foot. We're going to rotate this left arm up around and back as we come to Warrior Two. Front knee is nice and aligned over the ankle. Check the alignment of those arms. Shoulders are relaxed, but arms are extended out. Take an inhale in Warrior Two. Exhale, lower this back hand down, scoop this front arm up and back for Reverse Warrior. Really reaching back with that right hand. Inhale your Reverse Warrior. Exhale, take the hands, bring them to heart center. Let's step this left foot up to meet the right at the top of our mat. Now from here, we'll get nice and rooted on our right foot. Hands will come to the waistband. And you'll start by taking that left knee, bringing it up to a 90-degree angle. You can stay here for option one. Option two, just take that left foot, extend it out in front. It doesn't have to be completely perpendicular to your body. You'll feel something either way. Option three, if you want a little more, you can take the hand, grab the big toe or the outside of the foot, and extend that leg out in front. And I'm totally fine with there being a deep bend in each knee. Leg doesn't have to be all the way straight. Take an inhale. Exhale, release that left toe. Step back with that left foot, come into a high lunge. We're up on that left toe. Front knee is over the ankle. Sweep those arms up. Inhale your high lunge. Exhale, bring those hands down on either side of the foot. And you know you can take a vinyasa or you can skip it. Do what your body is telling you to do. Making our way back to a down dog. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Feel free to drop down to the knees and do this from the knees, extending that left leg back. If you want more, look up under that left armpit as you bend at that left knee. And let's bring the knee to the chest. Stepping that left foot up in between the hands. Rotate that back heel down. Right arm swings up around the back, coming to warrior two. Check alignment of those arms. Make sure that knee is over the ankle. Inhale in your warrior two. Exhale, lower this back hand down. Bring this left arm up and back or reverse warrior. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Step up to the top of your mat. Get it nice and rooted in that left foot this time. Hands come to the waistband. Option one, bring that right knee up to a 90-degree angle. Option two, go ahead and stick that foot out. Option three, grab the big toe or the outside of the foot. Leg extends out, and I'm totally okay with the bend in your knee. Obviously, I'm okay with that because that's what I'm doing. And we'll release that right foot, stepping back, landing on that back toe, sweeping the arms up as we come to a high lunge. Inhale in your high lunge. Exhale, bring the hands down on either side of the foot. Step that left foot back, come to plank. Move through your vinyasa if you like, or feel free to skip it. Take some breaths here. Take an inhale. Exhale, go ahead and drop down to those knees, coming to a table position. From table position, we'll step our right foot up, bringing it in between the hands. Let's take both hands, bring them on the inside of the right foot. And you can keep this left hand planted down as you extend this right arm up to the sky. Or you can take this right hand, kind of pushing into your knee, coming on the side of the right foot, bringing your gaze up to the ceiling. Either one of those works. Option one here, option two here. And if you want a little more, if you're in the option two and you want a little more than what you're doing, you can go ahead and bend that back knee, reach back with the right hand, grabbing the foot. Again, gaze up towards the ceiling. Take a couple more breaths. Go ahead and release the foot if you have it. Bring that front foot flat if it's not already there. We're going to walk our right foot to the center of our mat, bringing a hand on either side of the foot. And then we might have to walk your toes up about 2 inches or so. We're going to shift our weight back, straighten that front leg as much as we can, letting those right toes, face the sky. We'll inhale, lift, extending that spine here and lower down, trying to melt the heart down towards your thigh. Couple more breaths on this side. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Coming back to that lunge position. Stepping that right knee back as you move back into table. Let's do all of that on the left side. We'll step our left foot up. You can keep that right hand planted as you extend that left arm up towards the sky. Or you could bring both hands on the inside of the left foot, using that left hand to push into that left knee, coming onto the side of the foot. Gaze up towards the ceiling if you can. And remember, if you want a little more, you can bend at that back knee, reaching back with that left hand, grabbing the foot. I really love this stretch from my hip And for my IT band, take an inhale. Exhale, release the foot if you have it. Bring those hands back down. Bring the hand on either side of the foot. Stepping that left foot towards the middle. And then bringing it up a couple inches as you shift your weight back. Coming to gate pose on this side. Left toes face the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt that chest down towards the thigh. Couple more breaths. Take an inhale here. Exhale, shift your weight back forward, coming back to that lunge position. Step your left knee back as you come to table. Bring those big toes together. Let's sit back towards our heels for child's pose. Just taking a moment here to catch your breath as well. And when you're ready, we'll float back up to table position. And from here, we'll move into pigeon pose. So you can move into pigeon pose one of two ways. Option one, you can start on your knees. Go ahead and slide that right knee up in between those hands. Extend that left leg back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt down to your pigeon pose. Option two, you can move into pigeon from down dog. Coming up to down dog. Extending that right leg back with an inhale. Exhale, bringing it into your chest, and then placing it up in between your hands. Just depends on your preference. And again, we'll inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can stay up on those hands, or if you want to melt your heart down further, you can. Feel free to stack those fists or stack those hands, resting your forehead down on the hands. Getting a nice hip stretch on that right side. Take a couple more breaths down in your pigeon pose. And when you're ready, let's make our way back to table position, coming back up on those hands if you're not already there. Sweeping those knees around, coming back up to table. And you can move into your pigeon pose on the left side, either down from the knees or up from your down dog. Extending back, bring the knee into the chest and placing it up in between the hands. Extend that right leg back this time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt down. Take a couple more breaths on this side. Now let's make our way back up to table position again. Coming up on those hands if you're not already there. Actually, this time, let's take those legs and extend them out in front. Making sure your those sits bones will come to our easy seated forward bend. Sweeping those arms up with an inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bending down over those legs. Just letting those hands reach as far as they can, but don't feel compelled to be able to touch your feet. And if this is really intense on your lower back, go ahead and bend those knees a little bit if you need to. Take another inhale, let's lengthen the spine again. Exhale, melt back down over those legs. See if you can come a little bit further. Let's roll back up to a seated position. Go ahead and bend those knees, bring the feet flat on the ground. Then I would just like you to let both knees fall over to the right side. Kind of cascading those knees, so letting the right foot rest on the top of the left knee. Now if you want a little more, you could take this right foot and tuck it on the inside of the hip, only if that feels okay for you. And then we'll take this left hand, bringing it on the outside of the right knee, right fingertips face the back wall, and look over that right shoulder. Take an inhale, exhale back to center. Bring those feet back flat. Bring those knees bent again. We'll go ahead and cascade them over to the other side. And again, you can let that left foot rest on the top of the right knee, or if you want a little more, go ahead and tuck that left foot on the inside of the right hip. This time the right hand comes on the outside of the left knee, left fingertips face the back of your mat, and bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Take a couple more breaths on this side. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Let's extend those legs back out in front again. Go ahead and take those legs and bring them out wide on your mat. We'll sweep our arms up with an inhale. Take your chest, bring it square with that right leg, and fall down over to the right side. Let's take an inhale, lift those arms back up to center. Square your chest with that left leg. Exhale, fall down over to the left side. Take an inhale, extend those arms up to center. Exhale, let's come down to the middle. Feel free to walk those hands out a little bit more if you can do so without hurting yourself too much. And pull those toes towards your body and push those heels out. Let's roll back up to a seated position. Let's bring those legs together. Take those knees, bend them as you bring the feet flat on the ground. Take the hands, wrap them around the knees, and we'll make our way down to our back, just rounding the spine. Slowly coming down to our back, and then hugging our knees into our chest. Rocking side to side, massaging that lower back a little bit. Take an inhale. Exhale, keep that right knee hugged into the chest as you rest the left leg onto the ground. We'll take this left hand, pulling that right knee over to the left, stack the shoulders first, and then take this right arm, extend it out to the side. You can stay here if you want a little more. You can bend that bottom knee as well and grab that foot with your right hand. Trying to bring your gaze over to the right if you can. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, release those legs, hug the knees back into the chest. Inhale into the center. Exhale, keep your left knee hugged in, rest your right leg down. And let's use this right hand to pull our left knee over to the right, stacking those shoulders first, and then extending this left arm to the side and bringing your gaze to the left if you can. Gaze can also be up towards the ceiling. You can stay here if you want a little more. Bend at that right knee, grab the ankle with the left hand. Couple more breaths. And let's release those legs as we hug those knees into our chest one last time. And go ahead and stretch anything else you'd like to stretch. If you want to put back on any layers, we'll get ready for our final meditation. So if you want to sit up for your final meditation, you may, or you can lay down. Whatever is going to help you fully relax and make sure that you are comfortable. And when you get in your comfortable position, let's come back to those long breaths. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. One more inhale through the nose, long slow inhale. Pause at the top. Exhale out the mouth. Come back to your natural breath again. Taking the time to focus in on your breath. Check in with any tense parts of your body, including the facial expression and the space between the eyebrows, and release them. Letting the face and the body be relaxed. And today for our meditation, I would like for us to try our Ujjayi breath. So for your Ujjayi breath, as you inhale, create some texture in the back of the throat, like you're going to make a snoring sound, but not as hard. And with our exhale, imagine yourself fogging up a window, sighing out your exhale. Try that again. Inhale, create that texture. Exhale, sigh it out. This time on your next breath, as you exhale, make that sighing out sound, but breathe out through your nose. Keeping the mouth closed. As your body is able to hear your breath, you should feel your body relaxing further with each exhale. Staying with that Ujjayi breath. Letting the breath sound like waves in the ocean. And these breaths will send a signal to your body that it's time for some relaxation. Let's focus in on the sounds of the Ujjayi breath. And let go of any outside thoughts. And anytime you feel those outside thoughts start to come into your mind, gently let them go and let them pass through and come back to your breathing. And on your next inhale, come back to your natural breath again. Relaxing your attention away from the breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes as you come back into your body and back into the room. And when you're ready, roll over onto your favorite side, using your arm as a pillow if you're laying down. And whether you're laying down or seated, just take a moment here for some gratitude. Taking this time to tell yourself thank you. Thank you for practicing self-care and self-love. And if you set affirmations at the beginning of class, feel free to revisit those affirmations at this time. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll up to a comfortable seated position if you're not already there. And together, my friends, we'll take an inhale as we gather up all the energy in the room, Bringing the hands up above us in prayer. Exhale, float all that beautiful energy down to your heart. I want to thank you all for sharing this time with me, for spreading this joy and light and love with whoever is in the room and with me as well. The light in me sees and recognizes the light in you. Namaste. Okay, everybody, we're done with another one. Thank you for joining me. This live should be available on my IGTV for a while. It'll be available on the Facebook page, and I will upload it to YouTube so it can be here for you if you want to do it again. Peace. Thanks. Have a good day.